Let's go. Family, 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 family. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. What's up, man? Habari, Gani, family. What's going on out there? Lines are open. Lines are open. We got the chat open. I updated. Yep, everything is updated. So we could go and pop off. Y'all know. I want to welcome you to the congregation of the mighty. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Go ahead, Anime. Good job, girl. This is a Heart of a Simmer production, and of course, you know this is the Daily Toast. And the only thing I got to say to you is Habari, Gani. What's going on? Y'all heard her. All the way upstairs. Family, it is Ujamaa for us, as you can see. But on Kwanzaa, today is Kuji Chagalia. We are on the second night of Kwanzaa. I am hyped. You know, we're going to have some call-ins. We're going to have some discussion about some of the stuff going on with Kwanzaa. I got a call from a brother this morning about Kwanzaa, and the celebration was good last night. We was a little bit long, but shit, we got it off. It popped off.
You are the first participant.
All right, so now y'all know for a fact that the lines are open. I ain't playing. I'm not playing. Lines are open. So, 614-556-4535, right? But, you know, before we do that, we're going to have to do our water song. So, y'all can join us as we sing the water song. But let me go. I got to pull up one more thing. And then also, I need to apologize. And I know, I just want y'all to know, I need to apologize because I don't know what's going on with this software far as these winners. Here come my Kwanzaa baby here. Everybody, you know, Miss Shasha wanted to come on here. I want everybody to tell Miss Shasha happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? Because this is my Kwanzaa baby. We had Ioka yesterday, who was a Moja baby. We got we got Sasha today, and she is a Kuji Chagalia baby. She's one of those Kwanzaa babies. So when y'all see her tonight, y'all gonna give her some birthday love. She gonna be kicking it with me all day, even though she don't want to. She gonna be performing with the children. She'll lead them tonight. You know what I'm saying? Miss Sister Roni done set them up some nice little, got them some parts, because they wasn't able to make all the practices. So when y'all see her, show her some love, because this is one of our Kwanzaa babies. So you got something you want to say to the people, Miss Shasha Mosh?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. They ain't did nothing yet. Thank you. You so polite. All right, go ahead, girl. Don't knock on my speakers. You want to stay up here? You gonna stay here, or you going over there to watch your videos and stuff? All right, so lines are open. I just heard somebody call in. I'm trying to figure out how to see who it is. Who on the line? Who this be? Is somebody? Hello? Can you hear me? What's up, brother Quasi? What's going on, man? I know you got a conversation you want to have before I go and do the water song. Let's pop it off.
Oh man, I guess I gotta be the bad guy.
Well, you know they got the Grinch that stole Christmas. Shit, we got the. But I mean, is it really being a bad guy bringing up a quality question? You know what I'm saying? Because like my son and the rest of the crew said last night, how does a warrior learn? You know what I'm saying? By asking challenging questions. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on now. Because you got a question for the people, do you not?
So, be patient with me. I'm getting my...
Well, hey, check it out. You ain't got to do it now.
Bluetooth situation together.
Don't worry about it.
I don't like holding phones up to my ear.
what I could do is I could start the Kwanzaa. I mean, I could start my song. We could do the song, and then when you feel like bring it up, because we're gonna have other people calling in too. Because it's about to get, because I got some people that's going to be mad. Now, some of y'all answered the question wrong, so you are not entered into the drawing. I'm going to have to go back. I'm going to have to write names on pieces of paper, and I'm going to have to announce the winner, because and then I'm going to call these people, and I hope I don't have to cut off another service, because I don't think that is right that my people have to sit up here and suffer and wait to see who won, right? But go ahead.
Okay, so I was talking to this that is kind of new to the Columbus movement. What we do. So it was I was just interested to get an outsider's perspective, and that, along with things that I heard from a lot of familiar faces, was just people and even with my own eyes, I saw a lot of tension circling around timing, punctuality, and order. Well, I think that kind of ultimately goes back to order. So. I'm just wondering how much tangible, practical value that we are allowing Kwanzaa to have in our individual, in our collective lives, and because I'm personally in the midst of incorporating things into my life that I think are going to help me have a healthier outcome. And just like anything else, everything takes up time.
Right. So
one of the main things that I'm interested in doing right now is establishing a routine. So with that, this is kind of the holiday season. It's kind of a chaotic season, a chaotic time period, just in the fact that there's so many special days and there's a lot of stuff going on that automatically takes us out of our routine, even if, whatever routine we may have. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, so what is that adding? When that festival season is over, is that going to be some type of momentum in some way? Is that going to spark something? So back to what the person I was talking to, it was noticed that it was pointed out to me that one of the potential reasons why we might be struggling with punctuality timing is because there's so many people in the room, but the actual jobs and the roles are only being contributed to by a handful of people. So I'm thinking what if from this Kwanzaa, when the day that this Kwanzaa is over, we start behaving in a manner that understands that Kwanzaa is coming next year. So every person that came, this is me just kind of going on a tangent a little bit now, or just my curiosity, I guess. But what if every person dedicated one day of the year of 2019 leading into Kwanzaa, if they dedicated one day, a few hours, just to doing something that will contribute to Kwanzaa, because I see about 5 or 6 people doing everything.
So, I mean, actually, because that's the way it's supposed to kind of be. But, so you said you only saw about 5.
Can you elaborate on that? What do you mean when you say that's how it's supposed to be?
Well, I mean, because if you look at the principles of Kwanzaa, I mean, they're community based, unity. I mean, you can't have unity within yourself. We talk about all of the principles being an internal thing first, and then working their way out. But all of the principles, like the majority, Ujamaa, all collective worker responsibility, cooperative economics. These are things that require a social aspect, or they require a group to be active in. So the whole idea of the principles of Kwanzaa is getting the group active in something. Now,
well,
go ahead.
I think, is this Quasi?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I think. Who's
that? Is that Navita?
Yeah, I think that Quasi is saying if there was more people, had more, irons in the fire, delegating more duties to more people, that it would be, the time thing may not be as much of an issue. That's what, but I think that the reason being is because this like last year, I think it was a community Kwanzaa sponsored event. So you had several people from different parts of the community taking part in it. But this has now become where people from the community are not allowed to help. So it has to be within the confines of Tawi. So they are the ones that actually delegate who does what within their tribe. So that's why there's not maybe enough people to go around to maybe have 12 people on that you delegate to do this, that, and the third. So I think that's what Quasi was kind of trying to address.
Nah, because he also said something about the timeliness as well. Now, because it's like, whenever you do anything, you only gonna have a few people possibly doing the work. I mean, that's not just Kwanzaa shit. That's life, is it not? You have
yes and no.
I thought he was saying, but if you have people that concentrated just on, for example, there was people who were doing multiple things, and if you just would have had one person saying, this is what you do, and you keep them on task. This is you, and that's your perfection. You keep it on time and on task, and that's all you do. And then the other person is, your job is to, keep the crowd down, go throughout the crowd, keep it to talk to a minimum. I thought he was saying because one person was handling so many responsibilities that maybe the time thing kind of got out of hand.
I don't know. Time thing got out of hand because
I think that we are. My point is,
I think that's what he was saying. I'm like, shit.
In a sense, I mean that's all part of it. We are not a well-oiled machine. We're not moving like a well-oiled machine. We're moving like a.
We'll get there. I think we will get there.
I don't think y'all niggas want to run like a well-oiled machine.
I think for the people who are putting it on, it's still kind of new. So it's going to be like a trial and error type thing because it's still new to the people who are putting it on. And I think each time they go, they'll learn from their mistakes. And next year, I think it will be better. Now, what I would like to see our community do is when they see these things happen, don't necessarily give up on the entity because it's new. I mean, Kwanzaa has been around for a long time, but I know Tawi has been doing Kwanzaa events for a long time, but I don't think the particular people who are on the committee have been. Mm-hmm. So there's going to be some, they're learning as they go. I think they just would like for the community to be patient with them as they learn as they go.
Well, my thing is, give me something to do.
Wait, but hold on.
Give me a job. Give me a role. Give me a responsibility.
Hold on. Do we have to give you a job, or do you have to do like you did last night? I mean, because really, when it came down to it, you helped me out last night.
Yeah, sure. And I mean, and that's what I do. Like that's kind of what I do. I'm that dive right in type of person, and like we did this when I was with Sister Tiandra.
Part of the committee, or at least they're allowed to participate in it if he wants to help in some kind of way, instead of saying, "Well, you're not a member, so we can't."
But I'm not.
Have you.
I mean, but Navita, being fair, I'm not a member.
I know that, but that was okay. You're not a member, but I mean, I'm just saying that was the criteria I was told. So I'm just going by what I was told that the criteria was, that they were doing it different this year, and they're not going to have the community come in on the planning piece. But I think it would be nice if people could come in and volunteer their assistance.
This is how I'm looking at Kwanzaa. it's like an audit of how we behave. It's like a condensed version of how we get down for the rest of the year. You know what I mean? It's an audit. That's exactly and precisely what it is. I mean, we got a whole week of holiday like that to be valuable. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people take off work. You can get religious reasons to take off work. That's a tool to really be. It could turn into a lot of different things.
Oh yeah,
but
and
I mean, last night for me it was kind of like I definitely was glad to be there. I felt in good spirits just seeing a lot of people that I hadn't seen. I got some fragrance, you know.
Damn, that's what I need to get.
I'm looking forward to tonight, but I'm like, okay, 2019 means that there's 1 year left until 2020, and again, I don't know if I'm just some weirdo, but 2020 to me it just feels like a big deal. It feels like, yo, get your shit together type of situation. Especially we know these tax cuts and stuff are coming with the Trump, that whole situation. That shit's going to start rolling in. So it's like, oh yeah, let's just show up in like Wakanda wear, you know what I'm saying, to show off our kuta, our kente cloths, and you know what I mean? Like, okay, but now what? Like, you know, now what? 'Cause I don't want to get too much into some of the details of what happened yesterday, but I know myself.
Why not? We got time. Shit. It's called Toast and Discuss.
Huh?
It's called Toast and Discuss. We got time, but Brother Kwame also joined us.
I'm about to get back to the plantain and do my thing because I don't want Massa to get me off this phone. So I'll talk to you later, peace.
All right. Listen in. Go ahead. Brother Kwame, you joined us. What's going on, brother?
It's all good, man. I'm listening in.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's good. It's good to have you listening in, man. Your Kwame mix is almost done. I got to stop. See, now I got to get to the store and get that burdock root or that dandelion root or both. And then after that, it'll be done. But it's been sitting. So,
No, I think one of the things I think Brother Quincy was saying is that just like last night where we had at least in Cleve, you know, give their presentation on their what the question was that they chose,
right,
and what their evaluation, quote unquote, of that question was, and in many respects how they applied that to their life as such. Brother Quincy saying that Kwanzaa is an evaluation of how we did in many respects in the past year and what the plan is for the upcoming year. So I think that's part of what the brother is driving at, or that's what I hear anyway.
Is that what's going on, Quasi?
That's definitely. I mean, that's definitely like it's so multifaceted, and it's kind of difficult to even. Yes, that is definitely a huge part of my concern. Is that it's at the end of the year, so we have the entire year to, you know, get that ready, make it be what it's going to be, and it's like this is our showing the community this is what we got. We've been doing this all year. We've been working together. We've been doing these things, and we do great work. Don't get me wrong, we do great work in our own pockets. And then the Kwanzaa celebration seems like a come together, just kind of how the warriors go in front of everybody, and then we teach the crowd what we have learned.
Well, we demonstrate.
So, like, that's huge.
We demonstrate because, well, the issue is we demonstrate because the whole crowd may not be involved or even understand. Like, for example, one of the questions that always freak people out with Gye-Nyame, do you know what question I'm talking about, Quasi?
Which one?
When they go through the question.
Oh, yeah.
See, because a lot of people.
What must a warrior do?
Right. What must the warrior do to be great? A lot of people don't understand that shit. So that automatically shut a lot of people down. So now the piece is everybody might not be able to participate because of their level of understanding or because of other commitments. So it's like we do have a mass, an unorganized mass of people come together. But we got vending going on, we got performances going on, and what it does, it gives a group of us or several groups of us an opportunity to practice organizing mass groups. So I'm not expecting everybody that come to Kwanzaa to have a light come on. Like I told you, I get at least two or three new people involved with what we doing every Kwanzaa. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, boom, we're able to demonstrate that we're able to do it. And like I said, I'd rather build slow than to build fast. Because I see what happened when you build fast. You know what I'm saying? I got you from a slow process. I got Deshaun from a slow process. I got Sister Tracy from a slow process. You know what I'm saying? We got our whole team from a slow, steady process. Right? It's nothing big and glamorous. We don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? But we're able to come together and show that we're able to not tear up a facility. I mean, shit. I mean, basically, that's what it is. We able to come together.
The aspect, if you hadn't mentioned it already, the other aspect is that you're bringing different aspects of the family together. You know, last night you saw that there were, for example, Malik and Roni, who stressed yoga. Roni to the point where she even speaks of comedic yoga. And, you know, so you get that group who comes together. You get the Gye-Nyame crew who comes together. The Tawi Family Village crew who comes together. And then, you know, you have more people coming together. Names I can't call off the top of my head, you know, personally, but also you get people who are quote unquote extended family members,
right?
Those different, and so just recall that one of our goals is to stabilize our cultural holidays.
Stabilize our culture through a holiday.
Yeah. Thank you. That's more importantly, that's the way it should be phrased. And so by stabilizing, you know, our culture through these holidays, you know, first and foremost, we have to get the holidays up and running.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and maybe I'm misphrasing that. I said first and foremost, we got to have a grasp of our culture. That's first and foremost. And then next, you know, we have to get the holidays up and running. And then as Hatim just spoke of, and demonstrate our culture, how it works for us. Because not everybody's going to want their child to, quote unquote, do an ambulation.
You know what I mean? Hey, with raccoons peeing, I'm like, oh my God, Cleveland.
I love it. I love it. You know, look, you know, I think there's a lot of things that, you know, as you're alluding to, Brother Equation, there's a lot of things we got to get worked out. I'm not disheartened. You know, I'm full of hope. Because, again, you know, we got family members coming together, even though some said they didn't want no parts of it.
Oh,
you
man.
Know what I mean?
So you saw it. You saw it last night, huh? I love my family, man.
No, but look, man, but this is family.
Hey, did you see me and Allende get in an argument? Did y'all see me and Allende resolve a conflict in front of the community?
Huh? It was an argument between you and Allende?
Yeah, about the damn mic. You know what I'm saying? And we resolved that shit in a peaceful fashion because it was my fault because I didn't look at the paper properly. And Allende was trying to correct me, and I'm like, no, boom, boom. And he said, give me the goddamn. He took the mic and he said, look at it again. Step back and look at it. We resolved the conflict in front of the whole community in a peaceful fashion. Dude, all I'm saying is, see, a lot of people, because family, we don't want to run like a well-oiled machine. We don't. That shit right there, that is some straight, that's some straight left brain bullshit. The universe don't run like a well-oiled machine. It runs like a
The universe absolutely runs like a well-oiled machine.
Shit.
The universe absolutely runs like a well-oiled machine.
No, so what you saying is that God, wait, hold on, because what you saying is that God based his designs on man. A well-oiled machine is a man concept.
No, a well-oiled machine was based off of God.
No, it's not. No, it's
Everything
not.
returns back to itself.
No, it's not.
So maybe I won't say, instead of well-oiled machine, I'll say the idea of timing. The reason the engine works, you need three things. You need combustion, you need air, and you need, you need combustion, you need, fire, timing, and air. That's what makes a combustion engine work. I believe it's those three things. But I want to talk about the timing part, though, because the timing, yes, you need the spark and you need the air to make the spark keep burning, but if it sparks and then it burns and then it does, the pistons pump one time, but then on the next go-around, the gears don't catch in the right place and the engine's going to stop. So the idea of just like, if the universe wasn't operating like something that had a timing belt, essentially, or if that idea didn't get inspired by the universe, then why are we doing Kwanzaa in December year after year after year? That's the timing. Everything happens in timing. Why do we plant plants in the spring? If there was no timing, I'm about to go plant an apple tree right now. You know what I mean?
One of the ideas
go plant some green.
First fruit was the celebration of first fruit.
Mm-hmm.
And we just finished the harvest. There's several reasons why this is an appropriate time. And as you're suggesting, a lot of it does deal with what our understanding of quote-unquote astronomy was. And I understand what you mean when you say the universe runs like a well-oiled machine. But as a man's understanding of looking out into the universe and seeing the signs that, a red giant's about to go nova or something of that effect, that's a lot of years in the making. And we just happen to look in the right area at the right time where we can see or get some idea of what the results of a star going supernova. And so, you're both right in the sense that there are laws by which the universe operates. But within those laws is a high degree of, what's the word I'm looking for?
Uncertainty, variation.
Unpredictability.
Right. Because, like with an engine, a well-oiled machine, it's definitely destined to break down. It's going to happen. It's only a matter of time. So well-oiled machines don't last forever. You see what I'm saying? Never. That's a universal constant.
The universe.
And I have a really good understanding of that because I had to, when I was working over there at the base, we had to figure out the best way to make sure that there were enough parts, especially for those parts that you couldn't necessarily predict when they were going to break down. Imagine that. You have to try to predict, at least accurate enough to have enough parts on hand so that when that one part that you would least expect to, break down, let's say, y'all remember a number of years back when that, I forget which one it was it Challenger or Columbia, that blew up on the way,
right,
on, install. And it was attributed to an O-ring. Now, I mean, maybe it was, at least that's what they attributed to. Now, how in the hell are you supposed to predict that O-ring was going to go bad at that time? But again, that's the thing that when it comes right down to it, those are the things we have to try to prepare for.
Which is unpredictable. And organic. Organic thing is not a machine, though. That's I have a problem with that analogy. It's not a machine. It involves a lot of chaos, explosion. Even in a real oil machine, there's an explosion. That's unpredictable. That's but it's chaos.
No, but what I think, again, the reason why I'm not necessarily using the idea of a machine, but what I understand them to mean is that there are laws that govern these things. And in order to optimize what we want to do, we take in accordance all these laws, and then we govern ourselves accordingly. So, I understand what he's saying, and it's gonna take a little, it's gonna take a minute.
Shit, but I had a good time last night. I don't know about nobody else. I had a good time.
I had a great time last night, and that's the thing. I don't want to sound like I'm just like. So, more specifically, my conflict was I knew Kwanzaa was going on, but I'm into my wellness right now. So I had somebody that wanted to go do something that was contributing to the wellness. So I had to decide. Well, actually, last night, I did both. I was able to do both.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. But I didn't know they was doing a yoga demonstration last night, too. And
yeah, that's interesting.
And you came in right after that, too. But go ahead.
So, I guess I'm just thinking of it. I love Kwanzaa. I think it's a beautiful thing. Like, I love seeing black people in a space like that together and harmonizing and having a positive atmosphere. But I also want to see me be my best me. And time is a limited resource,
Right.
And I can't make anybody there do anything. I struggle to make me do stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's like my struggle. That's a struggle that I take ownership of. It's forcing me to do stuff. You know what I mean? So the conflict of how am I spending this limited amount of time that I have, and how is it contributing to my ultimate end goal, is just kind of that's the reason that this whole conversation is happening from my perspective. It's like
So I thought I heard you mention the idea of punctuality. And, hell, I got there late. Hell, I was supposed to be part of the procession. But I got there late. But there was a damn good reason I got there late.
Right.
And part of it was because I was doing what we talk about practicing doing all year long.
Right.
I was tending to an elder. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
One who is often forgotten and needed help. So, and I realized, I was like, damn, I'm going to be late for, Kwanzaa. And then all I can say is it is what it is.
Hey, and that's what I kept telling people. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the time. See, because my whole piece is now, because I have never, how can I put it? It's very few things that I have gone to or been part of that have I'm take that back, because there's some stuff that's just the timing is perfect and boom boom boom. I just go with the flow. I had planned to be there. I had planned to be in I've been involved in this thing. I've been preparing for this thing for a whole year. So for me, I'm not really pressed about the time, because right now, for me, this is like the 5 days that the in some systems they say the gypsies used to set aside. Huh?
It's the time out of time.
It's the time out of time. I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm enjoying myself. I ain't got to be nowhere. I ain't got to go nowhere. And I'm just going to ride this and get refueled for the year, for the coming year. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because the energy in the place was beautiful. It's just like the only thing that really bothered me was people wanting to sit down and have discussion about other events while I'm in the midst of Kwanzaa. I mean, this is not the time, this is not the space for us to, you know, because I get that every year. Every year, you know, people got ideas and they want to share these ideas. I'm like, this is not the time or the place for that. You know what I'm saying? At least with me, now I'm about to go up here and announce this shit. I'm trying to see my brother, because you know what I'm saying? Because I haven't been able to get to Roni's yoga. I haven't been able to get to Brother Malik's yoga, and both of them was demonstrating last night, and I'm sitting up here listening to somebody tell me about another festival while I'm at the festival at hand. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm available. I'm in the community. There's other people around that you can plan with. I'm sitting up here trying to enjoy, you know, and MC. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm blessed that way, and then, like I said, I'm trying to keep the Warriors busy and stuff like that. So I didn't even.
You too, Tim. I'm sorry, you made me have to call. People was doing that to me too, and I'm like trying to give them the hint. Like, can't you see? I'm trying to listen to what they talking about up here. Hey, you know, you want to do an event? We trying to put. Look, people on. First of all, people on stage talking.
Right.
Can't you understand that it means you got to shut the fuck up? Or what? And that's one thing that really annoys me is our people, sometimes they talk all this good shit about what we want to do and the unity and respect each other. But then y'all can't even shut your mouth up for 10 minutes to hear somebody else talk on stage because you're so consumed with what you want to do.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
Disrespectful ass shit.
And not just any somebody, but some kids. Like, and that's the whole thing we're supposed to be talking about. And that's what I'm saying, Hatim. It's like, man, I got so much value and respect for what you do. I think I was kind of beating around the bush, but from my perspective, you are the centerpiece of a lot of stuff that happens. And, you know, truthfully, I would have to call myself as dropping the ball for letting you shoulder too much weight. You know what I mean? That's the truth of it. At the same time, I'm in the process of physically and kind of metaphorically strengthening my back, because I can't call out none of them people in that room, because I've dropped the ball a lot over the years. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, I dropped the ball, so what am I going to leave it on the ground and pick that shit up and keep playing? You know what I mean? I'm here.
Look, Kwesi, with each new rising of the sun, we have a chance to do better.
I say.
So, you know, leave that shit, you know, yeah, you dropped the ball. So the fuck what? We have a new rising of the sun. Let's make it better today. That's all, bro.
Yeah, just pick it up and keep on rolling. That's right, Brother Kwame.
But I did have a slight concern, because I don't know if some people realized they were, you know, their mic was live. But there was some talking going on in the back where there was a live wire, and it wasn't, a live mic, and it wasn't the mic that was coming from the stage. So, like, for example, when the Urban Strings was playing, I think Allende had a live mic at one point. Somebody else talking with Roni or talking about what she does had a live mic, and that was kind of frustrating.
Okay, yeah.
So we need to.
We got.
They're going to have
some
mic
improvements that you guys can do next year, like, you know.
It ain't not even next year. Remember, we got 5 days left.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. We got 5 days left. So, because like it's some shit that we could correct now, because one of the problems was that from what Malik kept, I didn't understand what Malik was doing, because Malik kept looking at me saying, "You want me to open the curtains?" And I said, "No, they don't go on yet." But what he was telling me, he was saying, "Dude, the speakers are back here in the back of the stage, behind the goddamn curtain. Nobody could hear on the other side of the room what's going on." So while Cleveland and them was talking on the mic, nobody on the other side could hear anything over there, because the mics, the speakers was behind. I thought it was coming from the speaker on top of the stage, but it was coming from the speakers, and with the curtains closed, you can hear nothing. That's, so that was part of the issue too. So, like I said, we troubleshoot, we find out, we make improvements.
And that's a simple lack of a soundtrack. You know what I mean? Like, just planning, being there. Like, man, we are warriors. We at war. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Brother Kwame just taught me these 9 different aspects. I can't remember exactly of human life. I think it was how you put it.
The 9 areas of
9 areas of activity.
Yeah, 9 areas.
The 9 areas of activity. So all of those things revolve some type of plan, and war is like, I'm personally very much interested in war. It's something that I relate. I understand it. It makes a lot of sense to me. It's something that I'm not going to say I think about a lot per se, but you know what I mean? That's kind of something that I gravitate towards, the thought, the understanding of that. You know what I mean? So one of the important aspects of battle is if you show up to a battle late, then your opponent is deeply entrenched and you about to get smoked.
You say you don't prepare for battle
on the battlefield.
Right.
Now, but if you are in because this is a situation we in, Kwesi, our enemy is well entrenched, and a lot of us don't even know that we are at war.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So what a lot of us have learned how to do is roll with that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm rolling with shit. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Explosion to the right. All right, keep it. All right, everybody move to the left. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, boom, we've been hit with so much shit, right? And so all of a sudden, somebody wake up in the middle of our conference and they want to talk louder than the motherfucker on the mic because they never realized how important this shit was, or they never been in a place where people were actually listening to them before. So we got a lot of shit going on around us, and we just need to be clear and understanding of the fact that, like, for example, where else, I mean, because Malik had an opportunity, Ronnie had an opportunity, Daryl Green had an opportunity to do what they do, and it's very helpful, even though the crowd might not even understand Ashe and Prana and shit like that. Shit is very important. And where else would they have an audience of all us to be able to discuss that shit with? And why shouldn't they be excited? And why should I rush them off the goddamn stage? I'm not. You understand what I'm saying? Fuck the time. I'm shit. You know what I'm saying? For me, that's how, you know what I'm saying? I'm in a timeless time right now. And I understand people got other stuff to do. But hey, if I could give you all the time I can, I am. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're talking some good stuff.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm done.
Another thing that stuck out from that list for me, like the second thing that I latched on to, was economics. That's something that I've been, I just finished reading a book called Freakonomics. I think I talked about that on the previous radio show. And it was talking about how you can kind of evaluate your entire life through economics, through economy. And I took one economics class. It was like a prereq for my undergrad or whatever. Economics 101.
Right.
One of the first things that I learned in that class was opportunity cost. No matter what you choose by default, you're not choosing everything else. when you choose something, you're saying that everything else is being sacrificed for the thing that you chose. You know, so it's like, and while I do understand the value of, I'm not picking sides, I'm not saying one is right or one is wrong, but I know brother Karami always, he always got something dope to say. You know, he always got something dope to say. Word. And by the time he got on stage, the crowd was lost. There was no, there was no more buy-in. It was a free for all.
Now that's
just kind of the sacrifice. You know what I mean?
Right, but that goes with another lesson. Right now, here's the lesson for that one. And Allende brought this up to me. He said, "Man, we need to put all the speakers on first, because people really are coming to see it. Because really, think about this. Because another reason I thought Allende was wrong about them going on, because I said this kind of early for them to go on. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew soon as they hit that last, motherfuckers was leaving. You know,
yeah.
And because I said it right, I said, damn, now everybody gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? Then I start seeing the crowd start thinning, so we need to put the speakers, especially when people ain't there for them. Like when we did Umar Johnson, people was waiting for Umar to come on. So we could have did dancing and all this stuff and had Umar at the end. But Ujamaa, he spits fire, but a lot of people are not really familiar with him that was in that venue and would not wait for him because they don't know.
Right.
So
like when we did the Malcolm X piece. That's why we put the band toward the end.
Right.
Because people will sit and wait because they want to hear the entertainment.
So we got to, we got to use what we, and then like I said, and then sometimes, like I said, being in the situation we in, shit happens, right? I mean, we couldn't do a sufficient mic check because the two people that was going to be holding the mic the most had to leave. You understand what I'm saying? We got back 5 minutes before the show. We was there on time, but some shit happened, just like at, Brother Kwame said. He said, he was doing something, and we had to make a decision. So I thank God, Anavita helped me because I would have been stuck. I would have had to leave at the middle of the show. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, stuff happened, and as far as dropping the ball, man, I don't even consider it dropping the ball. Stokely, what's the brother y'all used to bring here, Sister Navita?
Steve Coakley?
Steve Coakley said, man, he said ride people as far as they're willing to take you. Don't be mad at them for stopping. And I'm never, you know what I'm saying? My issue is, family, with everybody around me. I appreciate those that accompany me on the journey, even if it was only for a couple of steps. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's like, I can't hold you. I can't, you know what I'm saying? And my Elder Gaylord told me this a long time ago, man. When we was talking about nation builders, he said, "Hi Tim, you can't compare people to you can't use yourself as a comparison for other people because it's like you a fucking mutant out here." You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because so I can't use myself as the format because of how I've been able and been blessed to structure my life. I've been able to structure my life around this. You know what I'm saying? I've been able to work around this. I've been able to find ways to maintain a livable lifestyle doing exactly what I'm doing. You understand what I'm saying? And I haven't been able to help you with that. I haven't been able to help a lot of people with that. You know what I'm saying? I try. You know what I'm saying? But I've been able to build my lifestyle around this. So when it comes as far as with people and talking about time and stuff like this, I was born. This is what I do. I spent the whole year getting ready for this shit. So I'm gonna roll on the floor. I'm gonna tell jokes. I'm gonna, shit. I'm gonna run around. The only thing I don't want to do is talk about planning another festival during Kwanzaa. So anybody out there that's listening, leave me the fuck alone until after Kwanzaa, please.
Right. And anybody that's listening, if you see somebody on stage talking,
shut up.
Or some children up there talking, if you can't whisper, shut the fuck up. That's all I'm saying, because that's rude to me. That's just rude. I had to get on my grandchildren who are 11
or go
and 9.
in the hallway. Like
that shit. from
It was a whole entire
people.
hallway.
Oh, no, I had to go out into the crowd like, yo, I can hear you all the way on the other side of the room. I mean, it's a common courtesy to me.
Well, exactly.
It's a common courtesy.
It's common.
That's why I say that space may not be what y'all want to use next year. Because you're going to have to, maybe y'all should have a space dedicated to, like, you know how we did the Malcolm X and we had, like, inside, outside?
Right.
Maybe there would be a place where people can come and watch the speakers, the performers, and then another place like how Shaka was DJing and shit.
Right.
And people could go in there and talk, socialize or something. That drives me absolutely nuts.
Cause they were, hey man, they showed. I had to walk back because I looked at Quasi. I said, dude, I'm about to get in a fight.
Right. I was like, I told somebody, like, your motherfucker.
And I was like, we about to get in a fight.
I was like, dude, cause and then you said be quiet, and then they turn, look right at you for a second, and then start talking again. These motherfuckers. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we got to understand what we dealing with because everybody there wasn't even necessarily there for Kwanzaa. They were, they might have saw something going on, or they might have not had, they might have had a bad Christmas and they want to try something new, or they heard something from one of their friends and they came in and they saw somebody they didn't see. Because we got to remember, some people ain't seen some of these people in like 5 years. So, like Navita say, maybe we need a space where we are able to do that. But right now, we're going to have to navigate through what we got. We're going to make what we got work, and we had a beautiful time. Elder Tony trying to call me. I got to see what's going on. I hope everything is cool.
So, yeah, maybe tonight and future, just a suggestion that you reiterate to people that when there's people on the stage to be quiet and make sure when you do make that announcement that people are actually listening to you make the announcement. Because even when you made the announcement last night, half of the people that was the violators wasn't even listening to you, so they didn't even.
Yeah, I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. You know what I mean? But you know me, like, give me the microphone. I walk right up to him, and look in his face, and talk on the microphone. Say, I mean, yeah, we got a show going on over here. I mean, I'm willing to do that. But at the same time, I kind of say that in jest because you never know how a person might respond.
Right, yeah.
No
you don't want to do that. But I'm glad to have them there. I'm glad that, it's time I've been, but I'm glad to see people show up, even if they're loud talkers.
Oh, man, it was packed. It was packed. I'm sitting up here like, man, look, I'm filming, and I could not believe, because at first when we came in, there was only a few people, but then by the time me and Navita got back, every last one of those seats was filled. That whole area over there was packed over there. And I'm like, shoot, man, I was appreciative of the people. But like I said, that's part of the whole piece of being
appreciative of the people that's there.
Man.
Even the violators.
Right, even the violators, but shut the fuck up. I mean, because, because I'm sitting up here like, yo, you ain't going to disrespect my babies. Especially, I mean, now, first off, my babies. But then I got my baby up here. And even though he was kind of long-winded, y'all gonna...
Don't fall too far from the tree.
Yo, hey, Queen, you your daddy's son. Right.
I said, dude, 2 minutes, man, 2 minutes.
Look, if we need somebody to eat up some mic time, man, I don't want nobody but out there.
I know that.
And he was getting more comfortable by the second too.
Oh man, dude, you saw it, so you noticed that shit. I'm sitting up here like 2 minutes. I'm like, we 5 minutes in. We 5 minutes in. He starts smiling and shit. I'm like, whoa. I know that look. We got to get him off the mic.
Crazy. You can tell when he started getting comfortable, man. I heard it in his voice. I was like, oh shit.
Man, yeah, he was like, okay, listen now, let me tell you, okay, this is what really happened. Right. Okay, preach, brother, preach.
I said, man,
he said, look, he got so comfortable, he said the raccoon pissed on him when he was laying down, pissed on him when he was standing up. I was like, damn, Queen, this raccoon pissed all over you. Yeah. I guess what I'm supposed to take away from that message is, if you're scared, you get pissed off.
You get pissed off. and the raccoon is his spirit animal. He got a very special connection with raccoons and shit. That's that spirit animal. But I'm sitting up here like, wow, because I didn't expect that at all, man. But then you know what? I told him, I said, listen, I'm not rushing them off stage. I gave everybody else time. They gonna have time too. So, ramble on a little bit quicker though, dude. You gotta hurry up, Cleve. And Quasi grabbed and say, man, he need a timer. I said, damn, we already over time. We need to put a timer up there. I'm like, oh man, that didn't even stop.
I mean, yeah, that's his destiny. That's he how many times is a young man gonna get opportunity to speak in front of a couple hundred people potentially, so that was invaluable for him that's like a dude that's in college getting to just play a day in the NBA. You know what I mean? You get the experience of the game. It was worth its weight in gold.
Check this out now. I was brought up in a Catholic school, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, we were having mass at least once a week, sometimes twice a week. But the students had to go before the whole church and read. So that puts you, that gets you accustomed to having to do stuff in front of people so that no matter how scared you may be, you can get through it. And so, this is part of the whole initiation process
right.
that, trying to get our babies through, They need to be comfortable speaking what their thoughts are on certain matters, questions, and, as it were, things of the universe. So, it's all good.
So, yeah, and, say... But yeah, man. But Miss Tracy is on the line. She joined us. How you doing, Miss Tracy?
Lady T.
I'm doing good. But I had to heard you talking about the audience talking, so they were up there talking and it just seemed like it kept getting loud over by the window. So I go and I start telling people to be quiet. And so then I'm like, it's kids up here talking about an experience that they had that it's grown men haven't experienced. So I had this one guy tell me like, yeah, but you know what it is? It's what I need is on the introvert, on the inside of me. I'm like,
what?
Then maybe you need to do one too. Like wait, you're not listening.
Wait, what did he say? What did he say? I mean, so he was doing nigga speak? What was that? What'd you just say?
He said what he needs is introverted. It's on the inside of him.
See, and that's part of the problem too. A lot of our people crazy. I mean, that shit is just basically
crazy as hell.
That's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Just crazy. I still don't understand. Did you understand what he meant? Can you explain?
I didn't.
Well, I mean, he was saying the same thing.
No, I don't think he understood what he meant. Because if he truly understood what he meant, he would not have made the statement.
Right. He would have been listening and like, I want to do that next year so I can go on the inside and figure me out.
Yes. That's exactly what I'm like. You would have learned something if you shut up.
So now this shows
that was an experience, like y'all said. It's like having some kind of a code to have the whole place quiet. Like when someone is coming up when they're on stage, to be respectful to the people that are up there speaking because they did have an experience that a lot of men haven't experienced.
Mm.
And they're 15 years old. My nephew had the experience. He was 15. They played 13?
No, Cleve was 12. Was Tykees wasn't 15 yet, was he?
Tykees is 16 now. He just had a birthday.
Okay. All right, so he was 15. And it's like, yo, man, I mean, and it's like, and I'm like, yo, but, like you said, now you're going back to a key word, that code and agenda. See, because in the room, we had a whole bunch of different codes and a whole bunch of different agendas. And then on top of that, we got people trying to be deeper than the people on the stage as well, because obviously what you just said right there was supposed to really impress you. So, but then that brings up another point that Kwesi brought up, because it wasn't just a few people, because as Navita has laid out, as Sister Tracy has laid out, as Kwame laid out, as you yourself, Kwesi laid out, we all started trying to help. Malik was behind the curtain trying to help. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people just, those people who truly are tribe, those people who truly are on code was in there doing what they were supposed to do. All, you know, and where else could we have experienced that than somewhere on December 26th in a place that was too small? And we actually had the ability to say, that place is too small for us. We can actually look at that as a group sitting here right now and be like, damn, you know what? It is too small for us. But, you know, like I said, I mean, it was a beautiful, you know, and Sister Tracy, thank you for going over there, because I'm sitting up, but Cleve didn't have to go that long. You know, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. My baby didn't have to go that long.
Break down all the unbalanced passions and why they was unbalanced in the passions that he experienced. I'm like, what is he about to say about lust?
Oh, you see, he skipped over that one, right? He skipped over that shit. You know what I'm saying? He skipped over lust, and he ain't never picked that one. You know what I'm saying? I said 2 minutes.
Give him a couple years.
Oh, yeah, well, you might not need a couple of years.
He's like, we all have experience.
I'm gonna do a 3-hour talk about lust today, everybody.
The first time I lusted was, I looked at the raccoon, and the raccoon looked at me. And I had to decide whether it was love or lust.
Oh, man.
Hey, man. Hey, Cleve. Hey. And I was proud of all of the warriors. And really, I was proud of the community, man. Because think about this. Even with people over talking, we got out on time. Everything didn't happen on time. So what I have to start telling people is when we have our events, we might be running behind. You understand what I'm saying? And then also, as Allende put it, we need to put the speakers up front unless people are coming for the speakers. So every year we learn something. We just have to start reinforcing it. And then with Cleve and Tykees and all these young people watching us, and they start getting the formula, they start getting the code, so that we can, as Quasi would put it, put the oil in the right places and get the proper timing. Even though I don't like that analogy, but I'm gonna use that shit. Get the proper timing.
The tin man couldn't pop lock unless you gave him a little oil, man.
That's true. So we put it together so that by the time they're running it, it'll be unstoppable, because you have the speakers up front and then all the entertainment at the back, because that's what people want right now. So, you know. But shoot, family, is there anything else that we need to talk about? I'm hyped up about Kwanzaa tonight. I got something else going. Oh, and also, please remember, Sasha is a Kwanzaa baby. She will be walking around with some dollars on her. So y'all gonna give her a hug and $1 or something, or so, you know what I'm saying? Cause she hyped. But go ahead.
I have a question too.
You can go first.
Oh, my question is about how is our contest working?
Man, now, I was trying to explain that. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to take all the names of the people that got it right, and I think you did answer right, Miss Tracy Track.
I did.
Yeah. All right, cool. So now, the machine was supposed to randomly pick and send an email to the winner. But I don't see an email going out. I'm calling these people right after we get off the phone because I'm pissed off about it. And then I got to go on and structure the question for tonight, because the person was supposed to be notified that they won. Now, it looked like I only had possibly 8 people that got it right. So I'm going to put all the names in the basket. I'm going to select, and I'm going to let people know who won tonight. Because I didn't want to,
So you have a 12.5% chance of winning if it's randomly drawn.
There you go. Look at that. See, I got a math genius that's right by me, man. This shit is the bomb. You can't do no better than this, man. Man, good God Almighty. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna write those names down, and I got some of them in my head. Now, one of them is a phone number. So if I pick that one, I got to call that person. But a email was supposed to go out. That's the only thing I'm frustrated about right now. An email was supposed to go out to celebrate the person that won. And it didn't happen. So.
Do you have my email?
No, my fault. A text was supposed to go out to those, and an email was supposed to come to me telling me who won. But it never happened. So I'm paying this money every month for shit that they tell me is supposed to work, but it's not working. That's why we got to do our own shit. So, I mean, if I'm going to have some shit failing, I would prefer it to be us. Shit, I can spend money on us. I ain't got time to spend money on white folk failing and shit. They had more than enough time. They had a head start. You know, motherfucker, you don't supposed to be failing with a head start. So, all right. But family, I'm about to do this toast. Oh, before y'all go, hold on.
Somebody had another question. I interrupted.
Go ahead. Yeah, that was Quasi. Quasi.
I was just going to ask, should we be aspiring to be punctual, or should we be thinking how to manage not being punctual?
I think for people in poverty, I think we have to manage people not being punctual. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because I want you to think about this. The whole ceremony started on time. But because of earlier violations in the day, we was put behind at least in the at the very beginning, before you got there, at the very beginning, we was put behind by at least 30, possibly 40 minutes. Because some of the codes of the family were violated. And the elder had to make adjustments. So I gave him Mike and move the fuck out the way. Because there was shit that happened that should not have happened. Right? And so we had to make it up. You know what I'm saying? And that's that code. That's part of being a part of that family. So even though, because I was there on time, and then some other shit happened, so I had to go on and make some arrangements. And Navita was there, and we was there. Shit, I got there at 4:30. Navita got there about 5. You know what I'm saying? It might have even been sooner than that. But we was there, and when I found out what I had to do, boom, I went and I handled my business, and Navita came and got me so that we could get back and do our thing on time. By the time we got there, it was about 5 minutes left, and Elder Tony started the ceremony exactly at 6 p.m. Actually, he blew the horn at 5 till, and then ran down the hall and started the drum procession at 6 on the nose. So the whole piece was on time, but something happened early in the day that threw everything behind as well, and it couldn't have been avoided. You know what I'm saying? And I won't even discuss that that's a whole nother discussion for other parts of the family, because and this is another piece too, Quasi. You always gotta remember the 20-80 rule, family. It's gonna be 28. It's gonna be 20% of the individuals that's gonna mess something up. The other 80% is going to do what they need to do. But it also goes along with this. It's always about 20% of the people that do the work any damn way, dog. I don't know of an organization where 100% of everybody is doing everything. It's always 20%. And within that 20% is 20% of that. What's 20% of 20%, Kwame? Is there such thing?
4%. 4%.
4%. There's about 4% out there. It's about
4%.
So.
You know what? I agree with that. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I said when you get a minute, man, give me a holler. Something I needed to ask you off air. But family, I'm gonna listen to you on my iPad. Holding up the phone now. One time. It is.
Oh, go ahead, Kwame. Go ahead, Quasi.
I forgot what I was about to say. I got into listen mode. I'm actually proud of myself forgetting what I was going to say, because that means I was really listening. I don't know. I forgot.
All right, also, for all those out there, family, if you look at the book is original art by Brother Ta'u Murphy. And this piece is being raffled off. So if you can see the 7 candles in there. I mean, he put his foot on this, right? So y'all go auction. The auction tickets cost the raffle tickets cost about $5, and we will be presenting the winner. We'll be presenting who the winner is probably on the last day of Kwanzaa. Maybe I'll be able to text that out. So tonight, while Kwesi is thinking about what it is he wanted to tell him, so tonight, if I ask you Habari Gani tonight, the response is Kuji Chagalia. It's at the King's Art Complex. Drum call procession and the lighting of the Kanara and libations will be handled by Tawi Family Village. Black National Anthem will be done by Roger Parrish. Honors and recognition will be BHB, Brothers Helping Brothers. So that means hip hop in the house tonight, family, because BHB don't travel alone. Dance performance by Aquaba. Community, we got Kwanzaa Facts, Health and Wellness, Minute, Community Collection. We got Community Collection and children. Then the children shall lead them. That's going to be hot. Then we got a youth performance by Brothers Helping Brothers. Oh, that's going to be hot tonight, family. You need to get out there. Then we got spoken word for your mind and soul. We got the Watoto storytellers. We got Isid. We got Ray May. We got Nick Brown. We got Stephanie Bridges. We got Angelique and Louis Berry. And then to end it up, we got the open mic, which will be hosted by brother, I don't know what that dude's name. What's that dude's name? What's that dude's name? Brother Hatim. No, it ain't Brother Hatim. Brother, always asking those complicated, starting trouble questions. That nigga, what's his name? Oh, Brother Kwesi Lowe. We're going to be doing the open mic.
I almost forgot myself.
So we're going to have that open mic.
I've been working on the piece.
You've been working on the piece? And we're going to have...
Piece last night, so I just started writing it last night. I don't know if I'm going to be able to rub it out.
All right. Well, if you need some help, let me know. Gallery presentation, community open mic session, food vendors, harness, health, and wellness. So family. And also, I want to remind everybody, and those that do come in, remind me to constantly be reminding people that the vendors are down there. I just thought that the hall was packed all the damn time. But I'm understanding a lot of people ain't come through. So I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I thought we did good on the vending, but the vendors was like a lot of people wasn't coming down there. So we got to remind people, you know, especially those and family, those of you that do like to talk, the place where you can talk is in the marketplace. You can walk down the hall, y'all can hold hands and do whatever y'all gonna do. You can get as deep as you want, walk down there and buy some shea butter. You know what I'm saying? Shea butter is all the way down on the left-hand side. Right? All the way down. Right? And you know, so hey, you know, but we're gonna have the program popping off tonight, and it's gonna be another lesson for us to get better at what we doing. That's what I love about it. And if I feel like it, I might do a show tonight. But I think it's important that I give y'all the Proverbs of the week. We on day 54. I'm gonna be giving this book away as one of the prizes. This Gye-Nyame Journey Workbook, Tribal Quotes. Compiled by Hatim Gye-Nyame, and I'm also going to give away a poetry book. So the next prize, the prize for tonight, will be actual copy of Gye-Nyame Journey Workbooks, Tribal Quotes. It'll be Poetry is My Religion by me, and then also we're going to have some Cerebral Lux, shea butter, as well as a lip balm. So, you know, boom. And, you know, yesterday's, because people waiting for, some people want that book and want that card. So I'm going to go on and draw that out. and give people an opportunity. Send out a text, let people know that they could go on text text Kwanzaa 365 once again and be re-entered. But I'll get that together in a second. But the Proverbs of this week, day 54. All the forces in the world are not so powerful as an idea whose time has come. Let me read that again. All forces in the world are not so powerful as an idea whose time has come. That was reported to be by Victor Hugo. The only real failure in life is not to be true to the best one knows. The only real failure in life is not to be true to the best one knows. That's the Buddha. Last, the reason two antelope walk together is so that one can blow the dust out of the eye of the other. That's from Africa. The reason two antelope walk together is so that one can blow the dust out of the eye of the other. I think we might need to have a show. Because man, shit.
You already have a radio show.
I know, Sasha. I know. I'm talking about tonight. Did y'all take a bath last night? It's real life here, Gye-Nyame Jen. Y'all take a bath last night? What you mean you don't know?
I said I don't remember.
No, you didn't. Go take a bath because we got to get ready to get up out of here. All right, so here we go, family. First, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up our glass and we salute and we say, thank you, Shasha Mosh. From there, family, we move to the glorious and the powerful list that combines us all. Whether we're happy, whether we're sad or whatever we going through some troubles, we got all these ancestors working for us constantly. And that's the one thing that we got to remember, family. We got all these ancestors working for us constantly. It's beautiful, it's powerful, it's energizing. And it always kind of keeps me balanced and keeps me humble because, I'm honored that people trust me to be the one to read their ancestors every day. So we start. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robin the Texan Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilley, George and William Walter, Christopher Fanny Gasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Marco Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Jenny Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pittman L, No More X, Sapat Mount, Rob Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Marks, Phyllis Rose, Sterling Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulley, and the Luxter brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kill Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rendelman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mayor Liz. Oh! While reading the answers, man, I just thought about why possibly I didn't get the results from the contest that I wanted. So I'm about to set up question number 2. Get ready. Mayor Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Wood, Levita Farmer, Argosa Sue, Sheil Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Linda Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Shasha and Gina, take a bath. Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther Keachler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds. That's dramatic. Real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey. Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens. Oh man, I'm sorry, I ain't checked the chats at all. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keachler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hitter Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Banks, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Delrita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Haley Levester, May Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineau, Elder Amatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey and Eleanor Howe, Frank and Russell Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vena Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Dillamon Aries, Jean and Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. Oh, snap. I am sorry I did not see all these. Okay. Who is on the phone? Brother, I need help. I'm battling depression and bipolar. I feel like women think I'm the ugliest black man. Oh, shit. That wasn't the place to post that, brother. All right. All right. Good Bill, family. I'm enjoying listening. Peace. I am sorry, L. Davis Bay.
Somebody posted that on the
on the timeline, dog. I know who it is.
Somebody I know?
I don't know if you know him, but I know who he is. He said I'm battling depression.
Shit.
So I mean, it's.
You can plug me if you want.
Huh?
You can plug me.
Yeah, I know who it is too, and he's been doing this shit for a long time. And you talk to me, Tim, about that person off the air.
Yes, ma'am. I will. Because
okay.
I gotta talk with him.
Right.
That wasn't appropriate place.
That was done on purpose. Trust me.
Good. L. Davis Bay. Shouts out. I'm enjoying listening. Thank you for listening. Is predictability possible because of established patterns? Yes, it is. In my opinion, last night just displayed the obvious generational disconnect, which speaks to what Brother Kwesi alluded to previously. The need to implement the ideas of Kwanzaa throughout the year. Is that what I gave $5 last night for? Yeah. The raffle. I can't wait for this evening. It's gonna be hot. That's Brother Kwame. Brother Hatim, I threw the extra on that, but yeah, it's gonna be hot. Those were some tight sayings. All right, so we're gonna have. So let's go and get through the second part of the list.
That's exactly what I was talking about, though. So whoever said that about throughout the year, all that stuff I was talking, they just articulated it way better than I did.
Right. I mean, well, I ain't gonna say better, but he basically alluded to, and that's L. Davis Bay, and I think that L. Davis Bay is in Columbus, so that's like mine right there. You know what I'm saying? So, L. Davis Bay, if you still out there, brother, make yourself known to us so we can know who you are, because he listens in on YouTube, because we're able to stream in so many different ways. I was streaming like a mug last night. I got clearly, you might want to see yourself. You might want to go to my page and see yourself. But on with the William Walter West, Nigel Paris, Elder Basiji Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFriedis Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic. Sasha, didn't I just ask y'all to go take a bath?
Sasha, take a bath first.
No, y'all can take one together. I don't care. I just want to get it done. No? Okay, cool. Go take a bath, Sasha. Edna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Hadley, Elma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr. Go take your bath, Sasha. Miriam Johnson, Wilbert Longmire. Oh, you so dramatic. About a bath. Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Peanut Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Naylan Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, and I got to remember to add that. I'm going to add that. Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensenbar, Hazel Gassett, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, known as Uncle Buki as well as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacy Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead. I gotta call that sister. Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, I'm Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Doretha Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Kofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Mark Trowns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Mountley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Earlton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Betty Bond, John Dewey, Will Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Norel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders. Why I say Elizabeth Battles all the time? Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shechem Aha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Cofer, George Swan, Edmonia Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We lift up our glass. How is, brother? I was just thinking that too, because I read his ancestors, and I haven't heard from him in a second, but he was doing a lot better than he was. But we lift up our glass. Anubis, if you out there, Brother Kwame would like to hear from you, as well as the rest of the family. Let us know you all right. So we lift up the glass, and you know what we say? What we say, Sasha? Thank you, baby. We lift up the glass. That's that Kwanzaa, baby. That's the Kwanzaa, baby. All right, here we go. We lift up the glass for the present moment, and since nobody's on the line, I can go back and I can do it. Put it on. Give me a second. Uh-oh. Where's my stuff at? Uh-oh. Everything's frozen speaker. I don't know what's going on, family. Speaker, you still out there? Huh?
Check 1, 2.
I already checked 1, 2. I already did the mic. That wasn't what I was trying to get. Huh? Oh, man. Okay. Oh, it's still going cool. All right, cool.
Damn, Rob, come on! What's the matter with you? Tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
All right. So, today we are on Ujamaa. And for those that don't speak the language, that's cooperative economics. Now, I ain't say Habari, Gani. If I say Habari, Gani, you supposed to say what? Okay, cool. All right. Cooperative economics. The modic principle of the day is reciprocity. The M7 that we teach young people is gratitude. The color is green, as you can see. The hermetic law is polarity. We're going to have a discussion about those hermetic laws. Male name is Yao. Female is Ya. Biggie. For today, do y'all use Yao and Ya? Because I've seen someplace they use Kwa. You ain't never heard that one? Give me that book bag. Alright, so oh, that's not my book bag. Get that trash out of here. Give me my book bag. Alright, here we go. Give me a second, family. This is the day names. For those that's interested in what day you was born, look it up on the computer and I can tell you. So for this day, they have Kwa and female Abba. You ever heard that? Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna say that, but yeah. What y'all use? Because okay, cool. So all right. So we got this is where the different traditions clash. But right now, it's Yao or Ya. All right. So, but you know, some of y'all come from different traditions, and we're not gonna throw no shade on any of those African traditions, as long as you lining up. You know what I'm saying? We following code, right? So, family, you know, in this moment, I want to wish you the best. In this moment, I want to challenge you, because you know, even when we go into Kwanzaa tonight, I want us to come in conscious of the moment, because everything we do, everything we say is building a foundation upon which our children stand. So what are we going to bring together tonight? All right? What are we going to bring together for the future? As the question that the question that Kwesi is action. Right? What future actions are going to be generated from this Kwanzaa moment, right? So we lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. We say Ashe. All right? So, from there, family, we move to our children's children, onto future generation, onto infinity, right? So we lift up our glass, and guess what we say? We say Ashe, Ashe, right? We say Ashe, because we're going to toast our children, the ones that's here now. We're going to toast the ones that's going to be here in the future, because everything we think, say, and do, and work on is building a foundation for them. So don't be so deep that you leave your children in a hole. And don't be, you know what I'm saying? Don't be so shallow that they don't have nothing to stand on, right? So we lift it up and we say, Ashe. All right? Here we go. For their family, what do we do? Where do we go?
Gina, what y'all eat in the car?
Oh, nobody ate nothing in the car. All right. Real life here, Gye-Nyame journey. So here we go. We lift up and we salute all of our relations. We say Ashe. From all our relations, where we go, this is that personal libation for you. Right? That personal toast for you, that selfish toast. Family, take some time, because you can't fill other people's cup if yours is not full. Fill your cup. Ashe. From their family, last but not least, I toast the most beautiful, powerful, magnificent individual in the room, and guess who that is? It's you. I toast you. I say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. All right, family. I will be putting up the next contest. I'll be sending out a mass text. You'll be able to text in Kwanzaa 365. Don't do it right now. Right? Wait for the text. Once you get the text, you'll be able to put it back in, and I will put you in. And also, I'll be letting people know tonight who won the contest. Because I'm about to start writing that stuff out right now. Because I want to be fair. Because a lot of people was getting it wrong. And keep the answer simple. It's usually one word. I'm trying to keep it one word. Very simple. Keep it simple. All right, so family, this is Brother High Tim. Toast you, I'm gonna sip. Hot damn. Huh. Them bottles gonna be ready. Kwame, I'm gonna stop. While I'm on my way onto the bar bus, I'm gonna stop and get you get what I gotta get for you. Maybe I might even throw in a copy for the next group, Freedom Within Limits. That's my ladies' book. Now what time is it? We ain't gonna be leaving till about 12:30.
I forgot something.
Oh.
Did you find the white?
All right, so family, Family, I am out. Y'all take it easy. I gotta go on and finish this message.